Hello and welcome back to Boopolo channel. My name is Pascal. Today I am going to do a review of a grinder that was sent over to me by MHW-3BOMBER. This is an up-and-coming brand, in a worldwide brand now, of high-end coffee things. I have reviewed some of their items before, but this grinder is going to be different than your regular grinder because it has a built-in sieves for taking out the fines if you are making, say, pour over. Now, you would not use the sieves if you are making espresso. This grinder can do espresso. It has 165 grinds. It comes with a nice brush for cleaning it. It comes very well packed. This is the grinder body itself. The handle has got, it looks like walnut on the end of the turning handle. It's an offset handle, which I like as well, most people like. I have used this already, I've tested it already, and it comes with the sieves. It comes with 5 of these sieves, that's 850 nanometers, 600 nanometers, 500 nanometers, 400 nanometers, and 300 nanometers. On the bottom of this is where the sieves go. So if you wanted to take out the fines that, for instance, you wanted to remove fines that were 400 nanometers only, you'll put that one in there and we will close this one, and it will remove, when you shake it, it will remove the fines that are 400. That is, some people want to perfect their pour overs and they don't want the fines in it. Fines can also clog up your paper filter, and no matter how good your grinder is, there will be some fines in it. I'm going to demonstrate this now at 4 different grinds for you. I'm going to take you from espresso. I'm not going to go down to Turkish, and then I am going to go to fine, and then I'm going to go to medium, and then very coarse. So what we do, this one turns around, so I will just show you the dial on it. It may be confusing in the beginning. So the way we measure it is we take the first number would be a turn, a full turn. So the first, for espresso, it will be a 0 for the first turn. And then for the second turn, we will go, for instance, I'll go back again. This is how I do it with the other grinders. So I presume we will do it with that one as well. So we're on 0, 0, 0. And now we're 0, 1 and 0, 1, 1. And 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 4, and 0, 2. Okay, so that's how we will use it that way, and that's the way I prefer to do it. That's the way it's done in some of the other high-end coffee grinders. So what we're going to do is I am going to go about 20, 0, 2, 2. So I'm going to go 0, 2, 2, and I am going to grind up some coffee for you. For the purposes of making the espresso, I am not going to use any sieve. On the subsequent grinds, we will use the sieve, and we will see how much it will take. Some dark roasted beans here. I'm going to use only about 10 grams, because we're only doing it for testing. And there's 4, 6, 9.7. And there's 10.1. Yeah, this is predominantly, this grinder is designed for pour overs, for high-end pour overs. That's why it has the sieves in it. Push this down and we see how long it takes. Yeah, it's a little, on the finer one, it's after taking nearly 1 minute to do 10 grams. It's a little bit on the slow side, but maybe it's too fine, or maybe my coffee is not at the right. You can spray your coffee. So normally I will tap my grinders like this, because sometimes you will get static. Now we're going to show you what it, oh, that's fine, all right, even. So, It feels like there's more than 10 grams there. Yeah, that's very powdery at 30. Put it at 0, 2, and 4. It's a bit too fine, I think, even for espresso. I'm going to go 1 full turn on this. So we're back to 0 again. And I'm going to put a sieve in it. I'm going to put in the 400 nanometer sieve in it, and we're going to take out some of the fines out of it as well. I'm going to show you how to do that. That's before I go on. I'm going to do 4 different grinds. That one, maybe we'll go 4-0 for doing your espresso, depending on your espresso. So what we will do is we will do 10 grams again, but for this one, I'll set this aside. That's dark roast. I am going to put medium roast coffee into it. I use the medium roast just for the coffee machine. The dark roast is generally only used, but I have made pour overs as well. So we will just set this on 0. There we have 10 pints 0, as you can see on it, and we are on. We have gone 1 full circle, so we are on 1 pint 0. And then you can feel the difference in grinding, not because of the beans. The beans are all very fresh, maybe too fresh, because they were only roasted 2 weeks ago. And that's ground already, ground in less than 20 seconds. Now what we're going to do now is we are going to, we'll shake it first like we did with the last one. And we're going to take this off, make sure there's nothing left there. And what we will do then is we will put the lid on it, and then we will shake it. So we're going to shake it, see can we take out some of the fines out of it. At this grind, there probably are there will be some fines on it. You can tap it if you like and shake it. And then knock it back down again. And you can take the bottom off first, but I don't think it's going to make that much difference. So we're going to put out this one here. Now that is a little bit fine for pour over. Some people like to do the pour overs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the bottom of this. I'm going to see that any of the fines get into this. We're going to notice this more probably when we do a coarser grind in a minute. Now, oh, that's the good coffee on the top I didn't get out. So there you can see the fines, that it's not taking an awful amount out because I put the 400 in. If you put the 600 or the 800 into it, it's going to take out a lot more. So yeah. So I'm gone on 2 turns here. I'm going to put this back on just like we had a while ago. We will 0 this out again. And I'm going to do 10 grams again. As well. I don't have any light roast. Well, this is semi-light roast. So it's 10.2 there. That will be fine. This won't take very long on this setting. I have changed the sieve to 850. So we're going to lose a sizable amount of the coffee in going into fines, because 850 is the widest one on this setting. So I'm going to expect a lot of fines to be gone out, because anything under 850 nanometers is going to be removed, or not going to be removed, going to be put in the bottom. But you don't have to throw that out. You can put that into your espresso, your next espresso. So we are going to grind this one now, and we're on 2 full turns. So let's go. This should only take seconds. Not yet, not yet. This is nice, and this goes on nice and tight. Like some of them are very loose, and I worry about them. So what we'll do is we'll give it a little tap like this so that nothing will be staying on it. And that's fine there. And we're going to shake it again, but we're shaking it this time with the 850, remember, so we're expecting a lot more fines. Nice and gentle. No, that's a nice. That's maybe a little bit. I think between the first one and the second one is good for a nice pour over. That seems a little bit coarse, but it seems to be very evenly ground. So I think somewhere between here and here is going to make a nice cup of pour over. See, we have a lot more fines this time because we're on 860. This fines here is fine for our espressos. So I'll put it there beside it for now. I'm going to go another 5 marks instead of going the whole way over here. For me, that is almost good enough for pour over, but some people prefer their pour over. The pour over is you're going to get your grind is going to be based on how fast the water is going to go through into the cravette from your through your filter, that it doesn't clog up. If it clogs up and it's taking too long to pour through, then you need you will need to make a more coarse grind if it is clogging up. So I will do the same again. I will use the pour over coffee and I'm going to leave the 850 sieve in it this time. And we're going to try and put 10 grams in again. We will grind this on 5 stops from the very end. So this is going to be very, very coarse, and probably about 6 or 7 turns is all it's going to take. No, I'm looking in on it now, but I'm going to shake it. Like we said, we'll take out the fines out of it. You would use, when I am making a cold brew, I don't know, I've done cold brews with you before, where you brew the coffee from cold and you brew it in the refrigerator overnight. You don't put any hot water on it. I used a very, very, very coarse grind for that. And it came out and it came out really, really nice. The coffee came out really nice. That's a pure cold brew now, not as opposed to a hot coffee that's cooled down. And we will pour it here. Yeah, that is too coarse for most things, okay? But you can use it for cold brew. So I wouldn't be bothered using if I'm making cold brew, I wouldn't be bothered using the sieve. But you will see that we have, you can see that when I open this now, you can see that there will be fines in this, just like the last time. And you see how much we have? Quite a lot in 10 grams. So we'll put it alongside here as well. This and this will be the exact same because we're using the exact same sieve. So it is taking out them fines, and you have this nice coarse grain here. That is the whole idea of the sieve. Some people, but this is mainly for professional pour overs. And it seems to be, the grind seems to be so even. I'll spread them out over here. As with all grinders, don't attempt to turn it when it's on 0. The MHW-3BOMBER grinder with the sieves for your fines, with the 5 different sieves and the shaker magnetic tray on the top of it as well. So thank you very much for watching, and if you like this video or any of our other videos, please subscribe.